Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Cafe Talk. Tis the season to be jolly and all. If you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever denomination you are, just happy holidays. Yeah, this is technically going to be our Christmas episode since we, Victor and I, say hello, Victor.
Hello.
I want the people to know that you're here, that you're with us.
Oh, they know. They're smart. They're beautiful. They know what's going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna record this, and then us Jumblhoj boys are gonna take the Christmas time to be with our families.
That's true. So next week we're not gonna release a podcast, but that's why this one's gonna be our special Christmas time episode.
Yeah, and this one's coming out a little bit later than it usually does, but it's all good. Anyways, Victor,
Yeah,
how have you been?
I've been really good actually. I recently found out. And funny enough, it's not because I go to a therapist or anything, but just researching emotions. I suppose I figured out that the key to in life, I suppose, the better way to phrase it is to not pursue happiness constantly, but pursue contentness. Just to be content, to be in the moment, to appreciate what you have right now, and it's helped me with my mood a lot, definitely in seeing it in that perspective, because when I do have good days, that's when I realize, you know what, today was a happy day, and that's great. I should be happy about that. But in those days where nothing special happens, I still appreciate it because I'm like, I was content, I was at peace, I was, nothing negative happened, nothing extraordinarily bad, and I'm just happy to be here to experience another day.
All right.
And today was one of those days where it was a good day. What about yours, Jolene? How are you been?
I'm doing pretty good. My finals are done. I'm actually
Ooh.
on winter break now.
Hey, that's what's up. Nice.
Off them old
Get,
programming shoes and relax and unwind.
get some nice R&R.
Yep.
Or maybe for your case, I should say some RDR2.
Right. So I know I've been playing a lot of Red Dead.
Yeah, I hear that you're almost like done with the story now, haven't you?
I mean, I'm like halfway there, but
That's the
halfway I've got into the halfway point in 3 days, and I think Red Dead
yeah.
Redemption 2 is like 100-hour game,
Oh shit, really?
something like that. It's like 80 or 100 hours.
Oh, I thought it was like 60 hours. Jesus. Yeah, then I
I
mean,
don't
you've been
know.
playing a lot then. But it's a
I've been
good
playing a
game.
lot.
It's great,
It is a good game.
right?
Yeah, it was interesting. Like going back to what you were saying about being content.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd heard about that too, and it makes sense because I think the person who was explaining it says that like happiness and sadness are the extremes.
Yeah.
And that's why when you're like happy all the time, you feel drained. Or like, I mean, that speaks more towards like introvert extrovertism. You don't want to stay at those extremes for too long. Like being
Mm-hmm.
content is like dead in the middle, and that's where most people are,
Yeah.
or at least should be. And it makes sense.
Yeah, especially like when you think about it in that sense, it shows why you get so emotionally drained or even physically drained when you constantly strive to be on the happy extreme. It's you try to make the best out of everything and always be in a great mood. Speaking from experience as someone with depression, when I tried to be in that extreme for all day long, I would get home and then I would just get hit really hard with just sadness and emptiness and just being numb. And I'm like, why? Today was a great day. I have no reason to feel like this. But then when seeing it in that light, it makes sense because it's like I'm kind of winding down from the day of like extremities. Therefore, my body or at least my mind has to go to the other extremity or to level things out. And that's why I end up feeling that way.
Yeah, I get you.
But enough talk for sadness, because this has to be a jolly holly podcast, Jordan. It's holiday
Yeah.
season. We got for us that we celebrate Christmas. We got some family time coming. We got possibly some presents in the future. Who knows? Ooh.
Yeah, maybe some good eating.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh, I'm
sounds
I'm bro. I'm hoping that my family makes tamales this year because I could scarf those down so much.
Speaking of which, I have a question for you, okay?
Yeah. Shoot.
So I don't know if it's just my family, but like around Thanksgiving, we would buy like 2 turkeys.
Okay.
and one of them we would eat for Thanksgiving, and then the other one we would make for Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
And I just wanted to know, like, do you guys do that, or have you seen other people do that? Because it's not just like my family; it's also my aunts and uncles and stuff. Like sometimes when I go to their Christmas parties, they have like a turkey,
Yeah.
and I always thought it was normal, but I just lately I've been questioning what's normal or not.
What's a true Christmas tradition?
Yeah, well, I mean, not
um.
as like an existential thing, like, am I normal or is this considered normality? It's kind of just I want to know like what kind of customs that I have in my life that are drawn that I've gotten because of like my Latino side or my Filipino side.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and honestly, like I'm not sure if that's a Latino thing, but we definitely used to do that as well. We would especially during like the Thanksgiving shopping rush for food.
Yeah,
Some turkeys would be on sale, especially the turkeys like nobody wants, like the light, like the very tiny ones.
like the small ones.
Yeah, and we were completely happy with that because at least in the past when we used to get two turkeys, it was mainly me, my mom, my sister, and myself. And my sister had her boyfriend, but they didn't have a family yet, and her boyfriend wouldn't really spend holidays with us. Therefore, it was just the four of us, so a small turkey would be more than enough. And we would end up getting two turkeys, especially with the good price, a good deal. We would use one for Thanksgiving, freeze the other one, and save it for Christmas. And that's we would pretty much have two Thanksgiving feasts for the holidays.
Yeah,
But recently, we've only done the turkey for Thanksgiving, and then for Christmas we end up doing like pozole or tamales
uh-huh.
or
Well, I mean, I
or
think
even
tamales is like a staple.
right, like
You
that's
have
what
to
I
have
think
tamales.
of.
I mean, the joke is like tamales are the only things that we unwrap.
During Christmas.
Yeah, during Christmas. Which I mean, it's
It's
not a
the best.
bad gift. Tamales are delicious.
Yeah. Oh my god. Especially when you make them yourself.
For you out there who eat the husk, there's a very small denomination of people who do this. Do not eat the husk. It tastes way better without it. You're not supposed to eat it.
Bro, I had a mouthful of like liquid right now. I was about
I
to
know.
spit it out.
I heard.
Yeah,
But
please do not eat the husk.
yeah, going back to my original thing, I think because we don't eat pork, like my family, for religious
Yeah.
purposes. But I
Hmm.
think like the holiday roast or like the holiday ham is more
Iconic,
like
I guess.
something that people have at Christmas parties.
Yeah. So growing up, I distinctly remember when I was 13 years old. That's when we first started having ham. And that was mainly because we didn't have enough like funds to get like the entire traditional American dream Thanksgiving feast
Mm,
of sorts. And then at that time my father ended up getting a good job. My mom was working. So therefore we had extra money to spend on holidays. We ended up getting the ham, and ever since then, me and my sister have loved the ham to the point where we're like, we don't even need to get the turkey. Just get two hams and we will be perfect.
yeah.
And it's especially when you like honey roast it perfectly, we at least prefer the flavor of the ham than over the turkey.
Yeah, I've heard about that. But I mean, like I said, I don't eat ham.
Hmm.
But funny enough, like that whole idea of like the perfect Thanksgiving thing,
Yeah.
it's like slowly dying.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I feel it too.
Because, I forget who, but there was, like, a picture in some book a long time ago of, like, the wife, like, displaying the huge, like, perfectly
Turkey.
roasted turkey,
Hmm.
and that's why everyone roasts their turkeys like that because, like, everyone wants that, like, picture perfect, like, I'm presenting the holiday turkey
What was it?
moment.
Was it a book? Wasn't it like a piece of art?
It was like a
I think it was
art.
like
I said it was like like a painting or something.
yeah, there you go.
It was like an
Okay.
illustration somewhere. I don't remember who did it, but
Mhm.
that's why we have those. But now with kind of like I want to say it's like a revolution in cooking, in home cooking at least.
Yeah, I wanna say it's gonna
People
be
are people are opting to spatchcock their turkeys, which is basically like you flatten it, you remove the spine and you break the breastbone,
mhm,
which is commonly known as the wishbone. You break it and you flatten the turkey, and it's supposed to give you a much even cook, a much
mhm.
like overall more roasted, more crispy skin, and it cuts the cooking time of the turkey in half.
Yeah. Or even up to a quarter, I believe.
Yeah, and then on top of like this whole spatchcocking, people are starting to like salt brine or just do like things with their turkeys that it's not the traditional American turkey anymore.
Yeah, and I
Like this
mean,
21st century turkey.
it's not like people have never like done other stuff with a turkey. Like there's deep frying turkeys and stuff like that. But it's even then when people think of cooking a turkey for Thanksgiving, they think of just like the whole turkey, just like the slice of Americana picture.
Hmm.
And now with these, I guess the internet age and the spread of information, I've also seen that people are trying to spatchcock it and just to help with the cooking time as well.
Yeah, exactly. Because like as someone who has cooked the Thanksgiving turkey, I know we're talking about
Mhm.
Christmas, but it's like an extension of Christmas.
It's holidays.
I know it's the holidays. As someone who has cooked the holiday turkey, it takes a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me
Like
too.
you're investing your whole day just doing that.
Yeah, and it's got like I remember I didn't even learn that. Like the first time I cooked the holiday meal myself, I didn't know about the whole traditional what's it called, the where you cut up all the vegetables the day before just to have it all at the hand ready.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. So it literally took me from the moment I woke up to start preparing all the foods and all the everything like for each side dish. And then I started like baking the turkey like midday just so that it would be ready by like 6 p.m. when we wanted to have dinner. And it literally was the entire day. That was all I was doing. That was all I was thinking about. And it just took so long. It was crazy.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, at least for Christmas now, we no longer do the turkey, and it's not no longer because of we don't have any funds. It's just mainly because my family themselves have also just wanted to experiment or at least branch out into other dishes for the holiday feast. And of course, tamales was always like on the menu, but my parents never liked doing tamales because back then my mom was the only one cooking the holiday feast.
Like interestingly enough, you know how you said that you would like get the two turkeys and stuff?
Yeah,
we would get one turkey and we would cook it during Thanksgiving, but usually we would have like so many other side dishes that no one really touched the turkey, and
really.
then we would use we would use the leftover turkey to make the tamales for Christmas.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So instead of those like leftover like prepped lunches or stuff where you just have like
Like the
slices of
sandwiches.
turkey and stuff, we would just shred
Yeah.
it up and cook it and then save it. Oh, and then make tamales and just freeze them. And then come Christmas time, you would just put them in the steamer.
Dude, that's a great idea. Well, I mean, I was gonna say, why didn't we think of that? But at the same time, we never really had that much leftovers that we could make tamales out of them.
Oh
We
yeah.
would we would do that typical for the next 4 days. We would eat nothing but Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah, we've done that too.
Which wasn't that bad because I remember prepping myself some like a sandwich with everything on it, and every bite was like the perfect Thanksgiving bite. And I was like, yes, this is
I
exactly
get
what I
you.
like.
Now, Victor, how I we keep talking about Thanksgiving, but we have the holiday turkey. We
Okay.
have the holiday roast. We have the holiday ham.
Yep.
How open are you to the holiday fish? Like a big sea bass or a big salmon, like roasted or something.
I just love the title "Holiday Fish."
I know
It
it's
reminds
not.
me.
It doesn't roll off the tongue like the holiday ham.
No, it reminds me of those the knickknacks that would sing, the fish that would
I
sing on the
gotta
wall.
sneeze.
Go, Joe, let it out.
Technology is not gonna come out.
Just look at a bright light.
I don't have any bright lights. My room's dark.
Just turn on your phone's flashlight and stare into it.
Crisis
So yeah,
averted.
like so yeah, the holiday fish just reminds me of the knickknack for of the singing fish on the wall.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and I remember my uncle had one of those, and it was I would always press it. It would annoy the shit out of them because they would heard it thousands of times. Funny enough, our family never had a holiday fish in the sense that fish is the one of the main dishes. It was if we did have fish, it was always a side dish, like
Mm,
a ceviche of sorts, kind of,
okay.
because it wasn't ceviche itself. It was just like was like, "Oh, this side dish has fish in it," and we're like, "Oh, cool! It's like a green bean casserole with like some tilapia in it, that sort of stuff."
Oh,
Yeah.
ew.
So if I have had fish, yeah, no, it wasn't exactly that, but
Okay.
it was in that essence, in the spirit of something like that.
Fair enough.
But I wouldn't be opposed to having a holiday fish. Did
Okay.
you have that?
I think one year we did, but it
You had
was
a
it
big
was
one?
like the sarandialo that we make.
Oh yeah, that
It's
thing's
like the
bomb.
grilled fish, and you put like mayo mustard on it and some salsa, some cooked salsa.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, so delicious.
We had that because I think we had gone to the fish market, and for
Mm-hmm.
some reason they just had like these huge like rockfish, like almost like groupers.
Oh wow.
Then and we were just like, we haven't had rockfish in so long. Let's just buy it.
Let's do it. It might sound a little crazy, guys, but just stay with me. How about we eat fish this time?
Yeah, and I mean, like, my family loves fish, so it
Yeah.
wasn't weird to us. Like, if anything, we were just like, "Oh, okay, this is different, but it's not out of the realm of like, oh, well, okay, let's not go too far."
Yeah, it's a welcome change.
Yeah, like if we had like a tofurkey or something, that's ooh,
That's like we're not used to this at all.
no. But yeah, okay, Christmas time. What's your favorite
Yes.
Christmas? Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
Oh my god, yes. Are you kidding me? I feel like because of the internet, a lot of people have been able to like voice their opinions of like, of agreeing that this is a good holiday movie. And it's Elf with Seth, is it Seth? No, it's
It's Will Ferrell,
what's that actor? Will Ferrell. Thank you. Yes. I don't know why I wanted to say Seth Green and then Seth Rogen, and I was gonna say no, that's not them.
Seth MacFarlane. I would
No,
want to see like an Elf remake with Seth MacFarlane.
I'm down.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like it with Will Ferrell. That's a definite holiday. Since the first time I saw it, I was like, this fills me up with so much Christmas spirit. I love it, and I would gladly rewatch it every year
Okay,
just to boost me up. What about you?
that's a good Christmas movie. For me, like I didn't have a Christmas movie for a long time,
Uh huh.
but Klaus.
Santa Claus?
No, no, no. Klaus, the animated movie on Netflix.
Oh yes. Oh,
That's
that's such
such
a
a
good
good
movie.
movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, that's my go-to Christmas movie now. But prior to that, I didn't really have one. I would have probably said like The Grinch.
Uh huh. Oh
But
yeah.
it's not. I think only like the animated one that has like Benedict Cumberbatch is
Uh huh.
considered a Christmas one because like the original Grinch isn't really a Christmas movie.
It's not.
No? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but it
Like
does it doesn't
because I'm
give the
thinking of
same
the Jim
vibe.
Carrey one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Like they
You
have
don't see
I don't
that
know.
as a Christmas movie?
No, I don't see the Jim Carrey one as a Christmas movie, but like the book, The Grinch, where he actually steals the Christmas trees and stuff. That's more of a that's where I'm like, okay, it is a Christmas movie.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I have to respectfully disagree. I think the Jim Carrey one is a great Christmas movie, but I do agree in the sense that it wasn't one that I would go to consider a Christmas movie for
Yeah, it doesn't
myself.
put you in the Christmas spirits.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, it's for laughs and great enjoyment. That's it.
Yeah.
But you did remind me that the holiday movie I would watch before Elf came out, funny enough, was Home Alone 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it wasn't even the first one because the first one was all about Christmas. But for some reason, the second one, when he's in New York, that's the one that like gave me more Christmassy vibes than the first one.
Wait, is Home Alone the one where like the dad? No, no. What's the movie where the dad turns into Santa Claus?
That's the Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The one with
that's another pretty good Christmas movie.
what's his name?
Um, uh, Steve. No, no, that's not Steve.
No, I don't remember his
Um,
name. What's his
I'm
name?
searching it up. Oh no, I'm searching it up. Sorry.
He's the guy
The
from Home Improvement.
Yeah, yeah.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. There you go. I had it
Yeah,
right
where
here.
Tim Allen changes to Santa Claus.
Yeah,
That's a good one too.
yeah. That one is just pure Christmassy spirit right there.
I don't know why I remembered his name where I was like, Home Improvement.
Duh.
That fucking yeah. Yeah, those are all good Christmas movies. Highly recommend. If you haven't seen any of them, go watch them.
Yeah, especially like if you just want to get the Christmas spirit, it's like they're not, Academy Award, Oscar winning movies, but they're definitely just for the season.
Yeah. Technically not a Christmas movie, but a holiday movie that's still good. 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, I love that movie. I don't understand why people hate it.
Yeah, it's not a Christmas movie, but it is a holiday movie. All right, well, like we said, we're gonna take a small break. For those of you on Anchor and Spotify, we'll be right back. For YouTube, it'll be like nothing ever happened.
Hey, we'll see you in a second. And we're back. Thank you guys so much for sticking through with that. YouTube people, hey, smash like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We love you.
Mhm.
But as I was saying, like the hate I see online for the movie 8 Crazy Nights. Funny enough, it's not even for the people that see it as a holiday movie. It's for the people that see it for what it is, an animation film. It's
Oh, I
those
see.
people that are like diehard. This is not This is not a good animated film. It sucks. The designs are all crappy and the story's garbage and blah blah blah. All this stuff. Or people that want to see it as a what's the actor's name?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, an Adam Sandler film. They're like,
Mm.
this is one of the worst ones he's made. It's horrible. Like his voice acting is bad, and he just doesn't fit well with animation. Like he should just go back to making it like live action. But as a person who sees it as a holiday movie, and don't get me wrong, I've seen some hate towards it as people see it as a holiday movie as well.
Yeah.
But not as much as the others. But I, for one, see it as a holiday movie, and I just have a great time. It's raunchy. It's not 100% suited for kids, but it's still a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that movie right now.
I know.
Now
I'm
that you
probably
brought
gonna
it up.
watch it after we finish this.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. But so sticking to Christmas, do your parents, like your family, do they go out of their way every year to buy at least one present for everybody, or are you guys more of like, we don't care about presents, we just want to spend time with the family?
I don't know, man. We kind of just sit around and wait for like Wunderklaus to do his magic.
Wunderklaus. Okay, fair enough.
No, we don't really like go out of our way to get presents and stuff.
No.
No, if anything, it's like we give more practical gifts, and that's just like a nice way of saying like we get socks and underwear.
Oh, I see.
Which,
Yeah.
but like when you're a kid, it doesn't sound that great, but when you're an adult, you're like, yes.
Honestly, yeah.
It's just like I'll go out of my way to like buy shirts and pants and stuff, but I always forget to buy myself like underwear and socks.
Yeah.
And then when I
And when
see
you
that
see
they
it,
give me like a year supply of underwear and socks, I'm just like, yes, this is actually what I wanted.
yeah, it's like, thank you so much. This made my day.
No more chafing.
Why is that so real when you become an adult?
It's true.
Yeah, because like, to answer my own question, my family is like, just because of our financial situation, we don't tend to go out and buy presents for everybody, but we
Mhm.
do decided to do like Secret Santa, where we at least get one present for one designated person, so we don't feel left out. And and whenever someone gets me, I drop hints nonstop to everybody, like, "Hey, I need deodorant. I need socks. I would love a great pair of comfortable underwear, maybe a sweater, maybe some sweatpants." And
Maybe
as a
sponsored
kid,
by MeUndies.
a subscription service. Yeah, and as a kid, I didn't hate it, but I was very like disappointed when I didn't get toys.
Yeah.
And I would get like a shirt or something. And now as an adult, I'm just like, thank you so much. This is exactly what I needed in my life right now.
It's like, yes, finally a black shirt that doesn't have those armpit. Well, I mean, I use powder-based deodorant.
Uh-huh.
So like so most of my shirts have like that white resin already like etched in.
Oh, I see.
That's
Yeah, I
how
get you.
that's how you can tell how old they are.
Yeah. The whiter it is, the longer you've had it.
Yeah, or just like like how messed up it gets down there.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone needed to hear that. So.
That's fine, Jolene. You know, there's everybody uses different stuff. You know, I'm pretty sure someone out there can relate to you.
Well, you use like Old Spice, right? That's like gel based.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like. I don't like the powder stuff mainly for that same reason because I feel like it rubs off too much on my shirt and not enough on my armpits.
Yeah, but I think at the same time, like I go kind of heavy with the deodorant.
Oh, I see.
So that's why it rubs off. But I used to use Old Spice, but I feel I like it wasn't. I guess it wasn't strong enough
It
for
couldn't handle
Beth
it.
and Jolene.
Yeah.
Like now as an adult, where I'm not like I don't have raging hormones.
You don't
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna mention like and your odor isn't like affected by those hormones that much.
Yeah, exactly. Like my odor is just like, oh, I haven't showered.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think now as an adult, I can use Old Spice and it'll be strong enough. But back then,
Mm.
like Old Spice was not doing it for me.
Oh yeah. No, I was the same. Like back then, I think I used to use like Degree or something like
Yeah, I
that.
use Degree.
There-
I use the Degree
yeah,
Sport, like the powder
yeah.
based one.
I used to use the same one, but it was like the gel one.
Oh, I see. But it smells good. I prefer the smell over Old Spice.
Yeah, me too. Funny enough, I only get Old Spice because that's the only brand I always see at like CVS or like Walgreens or wherever I buy it that comes in the dual package. So I'm like, fuck
Yeah, if
it,
you
you
go to
know,
Walmart,
it's
it comes in a dual package.
the Degree.
Yeah, that's how I buy it.
Oh no way! I need to shop at Walmart then.
Yeah, I mean, now I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Hey, I'm down.
Get you some deodorant, boy.
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. But it's just like funny enough, I still am accustomed to putting on going a little heavy on the deodorant, even though I don't have to. And it's like I'm just used to it since high school as well, because I remember putting on just like a little strip, like wiping it once, and for the rest of the day I could swear I stunk. And I would ask my friends, not you guys, but I remember just like one of those friends that I kind of was interested in, and I would tell her I
Hey,
was
do I
like, no, not that aggressive, but I
Mhm.
was like, I would kind of like ease it in and be like, hey, I apologize if I I smell bad, like it's been a long day and I forgot my deodorant, and then they would just tell me like, oh, you don't smell bad at all. Like honestly, if anything, you smell kind of like you put cologne or like you're fresh, and I was like, thank you.
I
but
get you.
but I would get my own scent and I wouldn't like that.
I just like when you were like, "Oh, it's been a hard day." I just imagine like first grade Victor just being like, "Oh, I'm sorry if I smell bad. Like, it's been a hard day. You know, we lost the kickball tournament, and teacher like she has these things called like addition and subtraction. Like, apparently, you can do that with numbers now."
And God, man, these fractions are kicking my ass.
I mean, like you learn fractions in second grade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So like
It's like
first grade, it's
elementary
still
school.
like apparently like a green apple. You can't add a green apple to a red apple, but it's like they're apples, you know.
They're both the same thing. Yeah.
It's just been a hard day. I'm sorry.
It's been a long one, all right?
I
It's
finally got
not
like the 24 pack of Crayolas, but they didn't have like the peach skin tone.
it just it got me worried when it didn't come with the sharpener on the side of the box.
I know. I could have swore like Richard used it before me, and he replaced the dandelion with gold. And first grade is rough.
It's just man, we're being too hard on those kids, man.
I know, right? But
Oh
yeah, I don't know. That's funny in Christmas. Like now, how things change.
yeah, big time. And I don't know, it's just when it comes to Christmas, I've always it's very strange of me, I guess. I don't know what view people might have, but I always feel like if you're my friend, if you're my family member, if you've taken energy or time, to be in my life and just interact with me, I feel like you deserve something, even if it's something small. And even though my parents tell me like, oh yeah, no Christmas, no presents this Christmas, like just one person you're gonna be in charge of, and that's it. Like we don't want you to buy anything for anybody else. I'm like, okay, no problem. And then quickly go to Amazon and buy like gifts for everybody.
Oh, I see.
But at the same time, I don't buy them extravagant gifts. I just get something like you said, like practical. Maybe I don't know, something they could stick in their room to help them, hang some stuff up. Something like that, something small. And I don't do it to tell them like, hey, I got you a gift, so I'm expecting you to give me a gift too. If anything, I get them a gift, and it's mainly as a thank you. You know,
Yeah.
Thank you for being in my life another year. Thank you for being there for me when I had tough times. And even then, even if you weren't, just thank you for sharing some time with me and experiencing life together. Like that's all it really is about. That's why I always like tell whoever I give gifts to. I'm like, hey, it may not be much, but I hope you understand that this is a thank you and I appreciate you.
Oh, I see. That's nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
But that's Christmas time, man.
I know. I'm pretty bad when it comes to giving gifts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I don't really give people gifts.
Uh huh.
But in my own defense, I never really have a job to begin with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
Like if I did have a job and I did have like disposable income, I would I like giving gifts.
Yeah.
Especially like very very catered gifts where I'm just like either I know this is something that you probably didn't think of, but I hope it guides you in like we probably had like a conversation like for an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends that I met in college, my second year when I lived in the international house, his name is Guillermo.
Uh huh.
And he told me how when he was a kid, he was super artistic, but by the time like he went to secondary school, which is like our high school or whatever,
Yeah.
he kind of stopped like being artistic and drawing and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, that's so sad because like he always took an interest in whatever I was doing, like
Oh, okay.
when I was drawing or if I was like he would ask like, are you working on anything new? So
Oh,
for
nice.
like I guess his birthday or like the parting gift because he was gonna his year was up. He was gonna go back to Spain.
Uh huh.
I got him a sketchbook,
Oh, that's dope.
and then in the first like page of the sketchbook, I drew like a Spanish style castle in like my stippling style,
Yo,
and
nice.
I wrote like I hope you use this sketchbook and this sketchbook helps you like reignite your love of art.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like
Dude,
super
that.
thankful and he loved the picture. And I don't know if he actually continued to draw, but it's like that kind of like if we've had this conversation once and it's so moving to me, like, oh, you should get back into art. Like
Yeah,
that's where I'll cater a gift to.
that's great. That's awesome, dude. And it's like that's exactly what I like doing myself too. That's why it's so hard for me to choose gifts for people when I actually
Mm,
end up deciding to get them something, because most people just tell me like, "Oh, give them a gift card." Like, or if you don't, if especially if it's not going to be something big. And I'm like, "Yeah, I can. That's the easy way to go with it." But at the same time, it's like I'm thanking these people and showing them that I care and appreciate them. So I want to, customize it, personalize it to them, what they need, what they want, even if it's something small. And
yeah.
it's awesome, man. I didn't know you did that. Holy shit, Julian, look
I
at
did that for like
you.
I think like two other people maybe. Yeah, but I remember now. I bought three sketchbooks and I did that for these three people.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of want to ask one of them if they've ever like actually drawn in it or not.
Yeah, you should. I mean, well,
Well,
uh,
now that I'm thinking about it, I want to hit up my friend Guillermo again and just be like, "Hey, dude, like, how's it been?"
yeah.
The other person, I just want to be like, "Did you ever like use the sketchbook that I gave you?" I'm just curious.
Yeah, I just hopefully they don't take it like, oh shit. They start sorting profusely like, yeah, I drew once.
No, because like
He's like, he's keeping track.
the other two people that I had given a sketchbook to,
Uh-huh.
one of them who was like a close friend of mine, I actually drew like on both pages, so it's like a full portrait.
Oh,
And
damn.
then the other friend who she was like very new to me, but I could tell that we were gonna be good friends.
Mm-hmm.
I just drew something like really simple, in the front.
Yeah, but even then, it's like it's still motivation, because when they open it up, they see your work, and then they're like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna draw today. Like it inspired me today.
Yeah, so like I hope they used it, and I hope that reignited their like love of art. Because I mean, by
Yeah.
no means am I a professional artist, but I am a lover of art.
Mm-hmm.
And like I can't imagine if like just one day I just like don't want to draw anymore, or I have like no goal to do anything artistic.
Yeah. Kind of honestly, that kind of reminds me of that story you told us on this podcast too, of your love for writing personal stories or just
Oh
writing in
yeah.
general. Yeah, like that is something, hopefully you inspired them to continue with their pursuit of art the way you should continue your pursuit for writing.
Yeah, because like that the friend that I had drawn something simple in her book, right?
Mhm.
She told me that she had actually gone into like art competitions when she was a kid.
What?
Yeah, like apparently she was a really good artist, or I don't know, like her parents like made her join these art competitions, but she had done it for a while, but then she gave up art because she was focusing on being a good student
Mhm.
because they had just like moved to the US.
Oh, okay.
And I understand I'm not like I'm technically like Gen 1,
Yeah.
but like I understand that need to to do well in education and when you have like immigrant parents.
Yeah, and also to in order to sacrifice something you love to in the pursuit of that, education.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I gave her that book because I was like, you were so passionate about it before and you had to put it aside for education. Like sure, your education is important, but you have to keep your hobbies. That's what keeps you sane.
Yeah, big time.
And hopefully, like she actually did draw on it. I'm gonna hit her up like after we finish and be like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm catching up with you after 4 years. Like give you that gift.
yeah. But that's good. Yeah, like you got like 3 people to hit up right now. That's what's up, Jolin. Man, just that level of like thoughtfulness that you put into those gifts is the type of level I always try to achieve or reach when it comes to giving gifts in general myself. But for some reason it never works out. And I'm just like I always feel like a minor disappointment. I'm just like I'm sorry I wasn't better. But at the same time it's like I'm giving you a gift, so it's like it's nothing I should worry about, and it goes away really fast. But at the same time I just want them to know like I tried my best.
I think like the best gift I'd ever given
Uh-huh.
was I gave one of my good friends like a handbag for her birthday.
No way.
It was like
Was it?
for no, it was like for her birthday or for Christmas, one of them. But it wasn't like an extravagant handbag, like a Louis Vuitton or anything.
Yeah.
It was one. I think it's like the proper term is like a clutch bag. Like it's one of those that you can hold.
Oh, it's like the one that you just take your phone or your money in and that's it.
Yeah, like it's one of those that you can hold, and it can be like a purse, but you can put like a strap on, and then it'll be
Oh.
like a shoulder bag.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, like I had gotten her that gift, but they didn't have the
Mhm.
color that I wanted, so I just settled for like this like periwinkle blue.
Yeah.
And like she loved it and I saw her use it and that was enough for me to be like, okay, it was a good gift. But then
Yeah,
later
big
on when I was
especially.
but then later on when we like got lunch or something and I was like, "Hey, isn't that the bag that I gave you?" And she was like, "Yeah, it is. I went to the hospital one time and one of the nurses was like, 'That is a really nice bag.'"
Yay.
And I was like, "Okay, that's a good gift."
Hell yeah.
If
That's
like
so
she still
awesome.
uses it and she gets compliments from it, I'm just like, "Yes."
That's a success right there.
That was like one of the proudest gift giving moment of my life
Hell yeah, especially like when
thus far.
cuz because it's always nice to hear that they like the gift, that they enjoy it, but also to see them like use it, it's
Uh-huh.
just it's another level of like, yeah, I picked the right one for them. And
Yeah.
that's why when I receive gifts, I try my best to be like, hey, you see this? You see what I'm wearing? Hey, yeah, it's your gift. Yeah, I fucking love this shit. All right, you're awesome.
I feel like you've done that to me one time, and I was just like, "Oh, that's cool." And then you're like, "Yeah, you gave it to me," and I was like, "No way, I didn't give you something that good."
Really? What was it?
I don't know.
I could swear. Oh man, I do because I do that with everybody, and that's why I'm like I'm always
Oh, I
because
do
I'm always
remember
constantly wearing that shit.
I gave you the original to that Sora drawing that I made.
Hell yeah! Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that. Oh, I
that
still
one.
have that up on my wall,
I'm so proud of that drawing. Every time I
dude.
look
It
at
came
pictures
out
of it,
great.
especially like his shoe.
Yeah. Oh yes. And especially since you gave him such a dynamic pose, I'm still like, whoa, how did you do that?
No, I use the source image,
That's still good, man.
but even then, like it was in color, so the shading was my own work.
Yeah. And it came out amazing. And I still have it like hanging up on my wall right now. So it's just
Yeah,
it's always good.
I think that I think one time I was just like, "Oh, that's a cool Sora drawing," and then I had to remind myself, like, "Oh wait, I did that."
Yeah, it's like I gave it to him.
I know,
Oh
humble
man.
brag.
Just complimenting yourself.
Yeah.
Nice one.
But interesting stuff. There was something I was gonna. Oh, so like with your family, do you guys
Yes.
celebrate on the 24th, like Christmas Eve, or does all the festivities and stuff go down on the 25th?
That's wow, I never really thought of that. Honestly, I think the 24th is the day where all the festivities go down, like Christmas
Okay.
Eve. Yeah, that's when everybody wakes up in a good Christmassy spirit and they're like happy and they're like let's do something together as a family or like in the evening after eating or maybe even before eating, that's when everyone's in a happy mood that they're like, "Hey, let's play a board game or let's watch a movie together." And then Christmas Day comes and it's like it's all gone in a blink of an eye. It's literally just wake up, open presents if you want to, and then have breakfast of the leftovers from last night, and then go about your day with like, oh, we gotta go buy some groceries or we gotta go pay bills or. But it's still fun. It's still a good time. What about you?
I get you. So we're pretty similar. Like all the festivities and stuff go down on the 24th.
Uh huh.
Like we go to my aunt's house. Like if one of my aunts is having a party, we'll go there. If not, we'll kind of like throw our own little party where we'll watch movies or just hang out and tell jokes and talk and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And then midnight, we'll stay up until midnight, so that way it's actually Christmas. And then we'll go to
Yeah.
sleep. And then come Christmas morning, we'll have like a breakfast. We'll talk, and we'll be together. And then towards the afternoon, maybe like 2 o'clock, that's when we'll
Hmm.
actually open gifts.
Oh, okay. I see. So it's not like the first thing you do when you wake up.
No, we'll wait for it because we'll have like a Christmas breakfast, which is just like a more extravagant breakfast than we usually have.
Yeah. Like you actually put a little more effort than usual.
Yeah, it's funny though, because like extravagant, well, air quotations, extravagant breakfasts at my house,
Uh huh.
it
Yeah.
just equate to a more Filipino breakfast.
Oh, really?
Pretty much.
Like how?
Like our most recent extravagant breakfast, we had mung bean stew,
Uh huh.
which is very Filipino. We had fried fish.
Oh,
We
okay.
had corned beef.
Ooh.
We had pancit, which is noodles,
Uh huh.
and then some rice.
Ooh, that sounds bomb, dude. That for breakfast? Oh my god, that
Yeah,
sounds like
so
that
that's
sounds
like
like that sounds like you're ready to work for the rest of the day.
yeah, pretty much. But I mean, because it's like seafood based, except for the corn. But we make like a little bit of corned beef because that's not the star.
Yeah,
The
that's
star
the
is
side
like the
dish.
fish, and the fish itself is pretty light.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so that's like our extravagant breakfast. Is just makes it more Filipino.
See, funny enough, I have a question for you.
What's up?
But first I wanted to just state something that I've noticed as an adult now.
Uh huh.
Because when I was a little kid, I would always be that type of energetic, super happy, Christmas spirit filled kid that would wake up early, like, well, early in the sense that we stayed up late last night. So I would wake up at 8 in the morning and wake everybody up and be like, "Hey, let's go open presents!" And that's the first thing we would do. We would open presents and then we would have breakfast and then go about our day after that. But
Yeah.
now as an adult, even though we have kids in the house, we don't open presents right away. Like they're not that excited for presents. So it's like we all wake up, we have breakfast, we do some stuff like I don't know, like go out and get some stuff. And then in the afternoon, like kind of like you, like in the 2 or maybe even up to like 5 in the afternoon, that's when we gather around and open presents. And I'm like, I'm not used to this. It feels so weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My question for you was I think I lost it.
You lost it.
Wait, we were talking about breakfast, Christmas
Yeah.
breakfast. Oh, okay, yeah. My question for you was, what's an ideal, like in your mind, not your family's opinion of it, but you yourself. What's a perfect Christmas day? Like, what activities would be considered that you're like, oh, this is a great holiday right now? Like, what would lead to that?
I mean, honestly, like if I can lay out what my ideal Christmas day would be,
Yeah.
it would be like we wake up, I have a really good breakfast with my family,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we go to like the park or something just to walk around.
Okay.
Get some physical activity in there.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
We come back and we maybe like watch a movie or we prep for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We do some lunch and then we open presents. We make some champurrado and then we watch a movie.
Oh, that sounds bomb.
And then you just end the day by like drinking hot champurrado or hot chocolate, watching a movie, and then you go to bed.
Oh, that sounds so good, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask because I thought of it, and even though we don't do this as a family, but I realize now that a perfect Christmas day in my mind that would be filled with Christmas spirit throughout would involve like waking up just at your own pace, like nobody's rushing. Uh, Eat breakfast, open presents, and then just spend the entire day together playing board games, maybe watching movies, like staying warm. But like it has to be a cold day, which is rare in California, but it has to be like a really cold day to the point where like
Oh, you ever
you
been in
might
my house?
I not when it's that cold.
Nah, freezing, dude.
Yeah, like that though. Like you actually do it, or you're contemplating turning on the heater just because it's that cold. And then you just you pull out your blankets from your room and take them to the couch to watch a movie together. And then you make some hot chocolate, you make some champurrado, maybe you eat some tamales for lunch, and just spend the whole day indoors surrounded with family. Maybe the kids are enjoying their presents if they got toys, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then because we're just so full of food, we all just end up falling asleep on the sofa or at random times throughout the day because we just get into like food comas.
Yeah, I get you.
That would be a great day for me. That would be a perfect Christmas day for me.
One day when I have like a family and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to do that like very traditional American Christmas,
Uh-huh.
like to the point where we have like chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Yes, I want to do that
And then I
too.
wanna see like how it compares to my conventional Christmas. And if the traditional American Christmas is like way better, I'm gonna be like, dude, we're doing this from now on.
This is gonna be our family tradition.
But then it's like if we roast chestnuts and like no one even eats them, they're just like, we don't even like chestnuts. I'll be like, yeah, forget this. We're going back to making tamales and shit.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh man, that's one thing I barely like realized. If we do end up making tamales for Christmas Eve as like the main dinner, the next day my mom loves fucking frying the tamales in like
Oh hell
lard,
yeah.
right? And they're so
Yeah, like
crispy
tamales
and
dorados.
delicious. Yeah. Oh
Oh
my
my
god, I
god, it's
love
so
them.
good.
And it's like the best part. Like that's like the best breakfast. Like a nice like maicena, atole, champurrado, or hot chocolate, and then some crispy tamales dorados. Oh my god.
Damn, with some beans on the side. Ooh.
Hell yeah. Bro. See, now you're getting me excited for Christmas now.
I know, right? I mean, I've always been excited for Christmas. I've loved Christmas since I was a little kid.
Yeah, me too. But recently I've just been slowly dwindling in the Christmas spirit department.
Hmm.
But it's not like I don't try to regain it. It's just personal issues and family issues. So hopefully this year it's the best one I've had in a while. Here's
Yeah,
hoping.
for us, I know Christmas is gonna be a little different because like I don't know if my sister's gonna come home for the holidays.
Oh, true, because of the virus.
Yeah, just because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
If not, then I mean she'll just join us via Zoom.
And for dinner time.
Yeah, for dinner time and maybe just to like chill and stuff.
Yeah, that's still good.
But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully you guys are able to spend time together.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she like zoomed in with us during my parents' birthday and my own birthday.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I mean, I feel like we need to get her one of those like 360 cameras so she can kind of see everybody.
Yeah.
'Cause, like I was only facing the phone at my mom and my dad.
Uh-huh.
So, but if I get her like a 360 camera, she can just be like, "Hey, what are you eating?"
Or it's like, ooh, look at that. Jolin's getting up for seconds already.
I know, right? That's the future, David. 360 cameras.
And then it would be awesome if it's one of those like 360 cameras where like as she's watching, she could just move the phone to the direction she wants to look at.
Oh my god, we get her a 360 camera and we give her like an Oculus or something so she can be there like VR.
Yo, that would be crazy.
That would be insane.
Dude, and it's not even like the Oculus, it's like one of those like Samsung cardboard what
Oh
is it
yeah,
called?
just like the little
The
VR things.
Yeah, like those.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd be
be
so
awesome.
funny.
She would really be there with you guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. The holidays are funny times.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone listening, like comment down below if you can. Just let us know what your holidays are like. You know, what traditions do your family enjoy? You know, what traditions would you like to try out yourself? You know, we
Mm-hmm.
would love to see your perspectives on this time of year.
Yeah, definitely let us know. I guess moving topics, you know.
Yeah. Shifting
So
gears.
yeah, shit. So something interesting that's going on in my life right now
Uh-huh.
is like I noticed I'm kind of at that age where I can start talking about buying a house.
Oh, that's true.
Like by no means do I have the money to buy a house,
Mhm.
right? Like I'm 25. Hopefully in the next like 5 years, I've already graduated and have a high paying job.
Mhm.
So buying a house in the next 5 to 10 years is not out of the realm of reality.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be a
And
good
it's
time to just start thinking about it.
and it's like there's so much that goes into trying to buy a house.
Oh yeah.
Because
I could
like not
imagine.
excluding the logistics sides, like, oh, how much are you gonna put down? How much do you want your escrow? Like your monthly payment? Like aside from that,
Yeah.
it's just like choosing a location is so hard.
Yeah.
Like my sister kind of wants us to put all of our money together and buy like a big property and just build multiple houses so we kind of live in like a community,
Oh, okay, I see.
which isn't a bad idea, but it's like I kind of want my own stuff.
You want like your own privacy.
Yeah, like I mean, she's talking about getting like 20 acres or something, and sure, you have enough
Oh.
privacy on 20 acres, but it's just like we're still within the vicinity of each other. Like I want there to be some kind of distance, like at least 30 minutes.
when you when you said that like the 20 acres and live a whole family living together, I'm imagining like a plantain, like New Orleans plantain sort of
I
thing.
mean, like the way she describes it, it sounds like we're establishing a cult.
The Jolin Reed coat.
Yeah, where it's just like, oh, we're gonna have like the main house in the middle, and that's where like our parents are gonna live, and then you can live on like the far right, and then we'll have like we'll fence it off, and there's only like one way to get in and one way to get out. And I was just like, this sounds more and more like a cult. Like you're trying to reenact like Jonestown.
Just make sure no one can get out once they're in.
Yeah, but I mean, like I wouldn't mind, but it's just like there's so much to take into account. Like I don't even know if my wife to be is gonna want that. If she's gonna want her
Yeah.
own like place, maybe she doesn't want to live in the countryside or even like an hour outside of the city. Maybe she wants to live in the city.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just that, and then trying to pick a location because it's like me personally, I have my heart set on like either Oregon or Colorado.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Like, where are you gonna stay in California or move out?
Like ideally, I would like to live in California, but I just want to leave California for a little bit just to get like a taste of something else.
Yeah, I understand.
And like both Colorado and Oregon fit that like description that I want, where it's like there's a lot of wilderness, but you're still close to the city. You have your own
Mm-hmm.
privacy. You can go hiking, and like occasionally it snows.
Yeah,
Like both of those fit my descriptions, and I'm just like I want to see what it's like.
exactly.
But then to buy a house and then just be like, nope, I don't like this.
It's like,
It's
God,
like
I'm gonna sell it.
I know that
I mean that's another aspect of owning property that I've come to realize now as I grow older, that even if you do buy a house, let's say you get one in Oregon, right? And you live there for a year or two and you end up not liking it. That's the best part about owning the property, that you could rent it out. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
could get a house somewhere that, somewhere new, or maybe somewhere that you for sure enjoy, but you keep the original property and you rent it, and it pays for itself, and maybe even you're not just a house owner, but you're investing in the, what is it
I think
called?
it's just called a property owner.
Property owner.
Yeah, like you can like if you own multiple properties, that means you like rent them or you lease them or whatever.
Oh, then yeah,
And
exactly.
that's
So
your
you can
source
just
of
do that.
income.
Yeah. See, so it's not like a dead end, you have to live where you buy sort of thing.
Yeah, true. But then now like because my we're trying to build like my dad's dream
Yeah.
of having just like a little ranch.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because he just wants to raise like ducks and chickens and stuff without getting complaints from the neighbors of the city.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we want to do that. And then I kind of like the idea of living like not necessarily in like the rural aspects, but like in the countryside a little.
Yeah.
Like you're not too far from the city.
So like just in the outskirts of sorts.
Yeah, like to put it in perspective, like if you live in Riverside but you work in like Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna use Victorville as an example from LA.
Yeah, something like that. Like out there, there's a lot of horse properties. You can kind of just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like you can't kill people or anything, but you can have like livestock if you so
um
choose.
I mean, you are trying to start a cult here, Jordan.
I'm not. It's not me. It's my sister.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I kind of like the idea of doing that, like living out in the countryside or like in the outskirts of the city where you can have
Hmm.
livestock and stuff, and then my kids will, it'll be like if I have kids later down the line, it'll be that good mixture of like they get to go to the city and they have technology and stuff, but at the same time, it's like your daily chores is you got to go pick up the eggs or feed the geese.
Yeah, you get used to having manual labor as a part of your life in general.
Yeah, and like we build a garden together and all this stuff. It'd be
Yeah,
nice.
that's good. That's good life lessons.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with me right now. That's what I'm thinking about.
Are you like looking into like potential future properties, or just researching locations or anything like that?
Yeah, like I've done very basic research, and that's like going to Zillow and looking at houses for sale.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, like in Colorado, you can buy like 30 acres of land in the mountain for like $50,000.
No way, really?
Yeah,
That's a
but that
great price.
but that's like off the grid, you know?
Yeah, in the mountains, of course.
Yeah, so you can like pay some extra to get a house built and put like solar and stuff and collect rainwater
Yeah.
or get like a well dug.
Hmm.
But I don't want that's a little too far out there. I don't
too
want to
too
be like
away
a
from the
hermit
city.
yet.
Yeah. That's more for like retirement purposes.
Yeah, but like right now, what I'm looking at, like in Eugene, Oregon,
Yeah.
if you live like outside of the city, right? There's
Yeah.
some pretty good properties where like, it's like a house, like a good sized house and like maybe 6 acres or 5 acres, and it's going for like 700,000.
Ooh, okay. Damn.
Which I mean, that's pretty good if you consider like the house that I'm living in right now, like
Mhm.
in Los Angeles is like a $600,000 house.
Mhm.
So for $100,000 more, you get a better house and more land.
Isn't the property value like 1 million now or something like that?
No, not in our community.
No, I thought it increased just because of the whole like trying to gentrify LA and sort of stuff
No,
like
like
that.
it really increased in Inglewood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's certain parts of Inglewood where the houses are like $1 million now.
I heard like one of our friends told me that Echo Park or like that area was like the houses have gone up from like 500,000 to like 3/4 of a million. It's just like in
Yeah,
one
but
year.
everyone kind of already knew that like Echo Park was gonna get gentrified, or it's been gentrified for a long time.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's true.
currently, the community, like Echo Park, was one of the first communities to get gentrified, and then
Mhm.
they tried. they tried moving to Inglewood and Boyle Heights, and Inglewood's like only certain areas got gentrified, and Boyle Heights they've been pushing it back.
They've been trying to gentrify Bell too, haven't they?
Yeah, like the addition of like that Border X breweries.
Yeah,
Just the
exactly.
fact that Bell has a brewery now is kind of telltale that like, oh, something's gonna happen here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like the community itself is just like, I don't know if we like it, but hey, it's a brewery, more beer.
Yeah, luckily enough, like we haven't really seen that in Huntington Park. Like there's signs where now there's more ethnic foods popping up.
Hmm.
Like we have like boba shops and like Japanese takeout, and like I feel like in the future like a Korean restaurant is gonna open up.
Yeah, that's true. I now that you put it in perspective, I never really took that into account.
Yeah, but still like our area is still predominantly like Latino or whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it, Latino, Latina, Latinx,
Yeah.
whatever you want to
True.
call it. It's still predominantly that, and the business are still predominantly that owned.
Yeah, big time. Like even I mean I think even then like the coffee shop that I work at or that we work at, it's mainly focused on Latino like coffee itself too. So it's like they're not trying to gentrify the area, but at the same time they are trying to expand the knowledge of the Latino community by introducing them to something they have. What?
Yeah, I mean that alone, just the fact that there's a third wave coffee shop that's like the first wave of gentrification coming in.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, and we're part of it, Jolin. We're
I know
we're not helping.
we're not, but I mean we've been accepted, and we're like we're how do I say it?
We're not in it just for the money, I suppose. Like we're actually
No,
giving
like
back to
we're
the.
welcomed. It's like a place that the community is like, oh yeah, like that's a good spot.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
like
Yeah,
we've
it's not.
integrated well into the community. Like we don't stick out. Like in Boyle Heights, there was this like coffee shop called like Weird Wave Coffee,
Oh yeah, I
and they
remember
got
it.
hit so hard like with those anti-gentrification people. This is all old,
Yeah.
by the way. It's happened in like 2018.
God, it's been that long, really.
Yeah,
My gosh. Okay.
yeah, but they're still around. I think the community is like they're okay.
Like it simmered down a bit.
Yeah, but it wasn't as bad because at the same time, like when they opened up that shop, there were a lot of like these art exposition places that were popping up in Boyle Heights too, and that's like a clear sign like gentrification is about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So they were pushing against these like art expose shops from opening up, but this coffee
Mm.
shop, everyone seems to be fine with it now.
That's funny. That's funny that you mentioned that because recently while I was working, I had a customer that they were explaining to me that they own one of those art expose like lots or showrooms, I
Yeah,
suppose, and it's in Bell. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we're in Bell. We're not that far off from the shop. We heard about you guys through like the news or social media. We wanted to stop by, and apparently one of the community artists that we have their artwork on our shop because they donated to us. She also donated art to their showroom,
mhm.
and I was like, wow, Bell really already got the showroom for art. That's a big step.
Yeah, that's a rough sign.
Yeah, exactly. So it's working, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know how we got up to this conversation about gentrification.
For real.
It was about home ownership.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's because we're discussing about like locations where you want to purchase a home.
Yo, speaking of like gentrification, right? This is kind of like gentrification on a national scale.
Okay.
But there's this huge migration of Californians that are leaving California. I don't know if you've heard about this.
I've heard about it when it came to properties in downtown LA when they were like they could no longer pay their rent, so they were migrating out.
Oh yeah. Well, this is like on a completely different scale.
Really?
Apparently, there's so many Californians that are leaving California and going to like other places, mainly Texas.
Texas.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the properties are so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Like a property that costs like $600,000 here in California costs
Mhm.
like 200,000 in Texas.
Oh Jesus, damn, that's good.
Yeah, so there's so many of them leaving and going to Texas that like it actually has changed the way that Texas votes
No way.
because there's so many Californians that have moved to Texas.
Wait, how so? How has it changed?
Like there are counties in Texas that are historically like red, right?
Yeah.
But because so many Californians have moved there, it's like blue.
Really?
Yeah, like they just vote democratically now. And then there's like this huge
Whoa.
exodus of them leaving, and then like there's this huge hate for Californians that like move to Texas
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can
because they're
imagine.
like, "Oh, you didn't like your whatever." This goes into politics and stuff, but it's just like it's not only Texas that this is happening to, like it's also happening in like Idaho. And
Uh-huh.
prime example is like one of our friends, the intern from the Couch Potatoes.
Oh yes. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
the
I
couch
mean,
potatoes.
I'm gonna remove that section and just leave it as one of our friends.
Okay.
Her family moved to Idaho, and she like in order for them to become like Idaho residents or something, they have to like stay there for a year.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Yeah, and
A-
from what I
And
heard,
that's
she
why
doesn't
she's
like.
there, right?
Yeah, and that's why she's there. And from what I heard from the guys, like she doesn't like it there. She hates it. And once a year is up, and they're able to like put the house in their name or whatever the deal is, like she's gonna come back
Yeah.
to LA.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think two of our friends are doing that, aren't they? Because I think one of them went to Idaho and the other one went to like Colorado or something.
I don't know about the Colorado one, but but just from what I said, I'm part of that huge California exodus.
That you want to move out to
Yeah, that I'm leaving
Ohio or something.
California.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
that's like on the topic of gentrification, it's gotten to the point where like the Californians have outpriced the locals in their own state that like they can't afford to live in the cities that they lived in.
No fucking way.
So like
Really?
for example, like a lot of Californians moved to Boise, Idaho because that's the capital, right?
Yeah.
Like they're used to the big cities like San Diego, LA, San Francisco. So they moved to Boise to be in the big city. And people who like live in Boise and who have like regular jobs, you know, say they're a shop owner,
Yeah.
they can no longer afford to live in Boise because these Californians can easily pay like 600,000, 800, $1 million for a house in the city.
Holy shit. Where are these people getting all this money from anyways?
Most of them, well, not most of them, but a good number of them are like these tech industry people who just got tired of living in like Silicon Valley
Oh, I see. That makes
and
sense.
they want something more like rural but not too rural, so they moved to Boise, Idaho. No offense to
Yeah.
Boise, shout out to people who are from Boise. If any of them are listening.
I love you guys.
I know, I wanna see I wanna travel to Boise, see what's up.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, by the way, like how things are going down, it sounds like California is just breeding a specific type of infestation and it's just being spread slowly throughout the country.
Yeah, it's like that episode of South Park where Jersey was invading. They got it wrong, man,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
California.
It's all
Everyone's
these
gonna be California.
Californians
Like, everyone's gonna be eating avocado toast and drinking like single origin IPAs,
doing fucking hot yoga.
doing goat yoga.
Goat yoga. Oh, I forgot about that.
Exactly.
Jesus. Oh my god. But see, that just shows, that goes to show just how like how things suck in California when it comes to like property management.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
too
everything is
expensive.
insanely overpriced in California.
Yeah, for ridiculous reasons. It's like not fair.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was. I don't know if you've ever heard about this California Exodus thing.
I've like touched upon it to the point where like I know it's a thing. I did not know it was this drastic. Like it was
Yeah.
affecting these communities like that. Crazy. Because I think for the longest time now, for like years now, my uncle, my dad's brother, he lives in Chicago, and he's been telling my dad nonstop, like pretty much his entire life, come live with us, come get a house. It's much cheaper. It'll suit you better, and overall it's a like a better lifetime investment. And especially since my dad's the type of person that loves snow. Like
Uh-huh.
if he could spend 1 year in a place that for sure it's gonna snow, he would be like a little kid, in a candy shop. He would be amazed. He'd be like super happy. And my uncle, that he uses that nonstop. He's like, it snows here every year, guaranteed. And my dad actually goes like, maybe we should move over there.
Yeah.
but but it's like, and then I also have a cousin that moved from Mexico to Arizona, and even though it's the type of community that my parents don't like, because it's where he lives, it's one of those communities that's miles and miles away from the shopping district. Like you have
Mhm.
to like it's a closed community, or at least it's a suburb area that's honestly like 15, maybe even 30 miles to the closest mall and stuff. Um, and my parents don't like that, but they even started considering moving to Arizona just because of how cheap the houses are over there, to the point where they actually like, we could actually afford owning a house rather than just renting one. It's crazy how things are in California, that it's almost unlivable.
Yeah. Or I mean, you gotta work like tooth and nail to live in California.
Yeah, exactly. And it's sad because I mean, I was raised in California, so I love being here. And and to hear people kind of hate Californians, it's a harsh hit, because it's like, we're not all like that, I swear.
I mean, they hate Californians that are moving there. Like, if you're just passing by and you're just like, no, I just want to see what like Dallas is like. They'll just be like, oh, then welcome, friend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just don't want, Californians to come in and change everything to how they like it. It's like, it's, I don't know, it sounds very very non PC to to
I know
explain it
it's
this
a it's
way.
a hard topic to talk about when you don't want to touch upon like politics.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's true. It's what's happening. I think King of the Hill touched upon this topic in one episode, where I think a Californian person moved in next to them, and he started acting like if he was still living in California, and they were like, "No, you gotta follow Texas rules. That's why you moved here. And if you don't want to follow these rules, you can move back to California where things are how you expect them to be." It's like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
But it's crazy. So, have you thought about that, if you are gonna move out of state?
yeah, but I figured like a lot of Californians move to Oregon, so it's not that big a deal.
Okay, I
And I
see.
mean, I don't really plan on living in Texas,
Yeah,
so
I
that's
don't
that's
see
why.
you moving to Texas.
Nah, like if anything, I would move up, not out.
Honestly, I see you moving to the East Coast sooner than seeing you move to Texas. You know what I
No, I
mean?
don't think I can move to the East Coast.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's how far off you are to moving to Texas. That you would move to East Coast
Like,
first.
if anything, yeah, I get what you're saying. But if anything, like I would want to go to Oregon and then Washington, and then try my luck in like British Columbia,
Ooh, okay,
and then go to the East
nice.
Coast and live in like New Hampshire or something, or Vermont.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty good.
I wouldn't want to go to New York. No offense to New Yorks.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I would love to go to New York
Well,
to
actually,
visit it.
okay, sorry. I wouldn't want to live in New York City, but I
Oh,
would want to
okay.
live in New York, like Albany or Buffalo or something.
Yeah,
I'm
okay, I
okay with
see.
that.
Yeah, I feel like New York City is just like too much, personally.
Yeah, it's too like the lifestyle is too different. Even
Yeah,
though
it's
like
a
we live in Los Angeles, but we're like in South LA, so it's not the big cities and the glam and stuff.
yeah.
You know,
And honestly,
we're not cruising down Rodeo Drive and hanging out at like the Beverly Hills Mall.
fucking driving our Lamborghinis.
Yep.
But funny enough, I did see a YouTube video where they were interviewing people from New York, asking them about LA people, and people from LA asking them about New York people. And I personally think they got it kind of spot on with like how people see each other from such drastic locations.
Oh
And
yeah.
New York people always like mentioned like, oh yeah, we see LA people as like like what's the word for it? What's the term? The very chill, very laid back, and they're not in a rush. They're always like very friendly to new experiences, and and I think one of them even said like, I imagine every LA person owning a skateboard. I see them just riding them everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not wrong.
I mean,
But
case in point, there's a revival in like roller skating in Los Angeles.
yeah,
People are just
yeah,
roller
I've
skating
noticed
now.
that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people getting into that now. I'm like, oh shit, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm like, it's true because I think the best phrase that stuck with me from a person that got interviewed in New York was, they're never in a rush to go anywhere, not even to work, not even to do their chores. They're very, relaxed because they plan things out in a calm mindset. And I'm like, I could see that in a lot of people around here, and then the LA people would say about New York people that they always seemed like you're late for everything. You're always rushing to the next meeting, and it's always hard to get from point A to point B. So that's why you always have to constantly plan around that fact, and it's very stressful, and it's always packed, and you never know what's gonna happen because it's so cramped. And I'm not I didn't, it sounds kind of negative, but in a good way, because it's so packed and cramped. You get to experience all these different like cultures, ideas, and thought and mindsets that people have. And that's why I kind of wouldn't like to live in New York City, New York. It's like, it's such a huge, I don't know if culture shock is the proper word for it, but it's just a huge shock in tone, at least.
Yeah, I think culture shock is the right word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And exactly. So it's just so different,
Yeah, I completely agree.
So what's your top number one definitely would move here first location?
I don't know, it's hard because I'd want to like travel there first,
Yeah. Well, I mean, just right now, like it's not set in stone and without any research, just dream wise, what would be your
Dream
first?
wise, probably like what I said, like Oregon, specifically like Eugene or Portland.
Okay,
Maybe not
cool. Oh.
Portland. Like maybe outside Portland.
Wait, hold on. Maybe not Portland.
Because Portland's kind of weird, and they embrace the weirdness.
Is it really? Like, how
Yeah,
so?
like I think there's a whole thing that's like keep Portland weird.
Is that like their slogan?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, wait, how are they weird though?
I don't know. It's just something I heard.
Didn't your sister go live in Portland for a bit, like a year or
Yeah,
so?
no, she just went to visit.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, but Oregon for sure though.
Yeah, because I mean, like I also like the Bay Area, like San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool. I like the lifestyle there. It's very active.
Really?
Yeah, like people just go on like casual walks and like,
Yeah.
everyone's kind of
Yeah,
promoted. Everyone's kind of promoted to just like walk around. Like no one really drives.
Yeah, I could. That's honestly the image that comes to mind when I think of the Bay Area.
Yeah, it's just kind of laid back.
Not bad.
But anyways, I think we've been going on to like pretty long.
Deep into this. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think this is a good time to end it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us yet again on another Cafe Talk. If you stuck around this long, we thank you so much, and we really appreciate you, every single one of you. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, follow us so you don't miss out on the future episodes. We wish you all happy holiday, a joyous season. And let us know what are your traditions for this holiday season, And what do you think about, moving out to other states if you live in California? And if you do live out of state, if you're not in California, let us know how things are in your community. Like, what sort of stuff goes down over there. But either way, we appreciate you. We love you. You're beautiful. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Stay beautiful.
Vic, you said it twice.
No, I said you are beautiful.
You just called them beautiful twice.
Yeah, because they need to know. I need to grab them by their shirt collar and be like, hey, look at me. You're fucking beautiful, right? I love you.